wondering why you're here, who I am, why I'm doing this to you. So guess. If you guess right, I'll tell you. By the old gods and the new, I swear. You win the game. If you can figure out who I am and why I'm torturing you, and I win the game if you beg me to cut off your finger. You think I'm some sort of savage? If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. I win.
Welcome to this podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Same Shit, Different Day, the podcast.
Same shit, different day. Back at it. What up, kid?
It's good, bro. It's the Kobe episode 24.
Get it.
24. And we coming in bullying. Julius on the shirt.
Yo, you've been coming through with some fly selections. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you. Barstool Sports, once again. Shout out.
Word. They got some nice shit over there. I might have to check them out.
Yeah, man. They got cool shit. Like, no matter what team you root for, just go to their website, hit the shop, and fucking search your team. Shit. They got all the sick shits. Like, all the shit that's like, you know, a little off, a little what the leagues wouldn't do.
Might have to cop me one of those ice traded gang ones.
Fraud. This motherfucker, yo. This motherfucker want to go get that fucking premature child Trae Young.
Yeah.
With his fucking dirty lollipop under a couch looking head. All right.
Yeah, son, I opened up the floodgates early.
But I thought we wasn't doing basketball till the end.
Nah, let's save it. I'll
give you a fucking ice tray, motherfucker. Fucking, yo. Let's go. Let's get into this UFC because I got a lot of shit to say about basketball, yo.
I gave you the ice tray all last week, and I was cold, kid.
Fuck out of here, ice tray. Fucking ice tray. You know who's on the ice tray? Diego Lima. That's who's on the fucking ice tray. Let's get it kicked off there. Matt the Immortal.
Oh, my goodness, man. Yo, Bear Unit, shout out.
Yeah, exactly. That fucking hairy chest motherfucker. Fucking folded him like a fucking cheap suit.
Put him to sleep, man. Inexcusable, Lima.
Man.
Inexcusable.
Underdog of the week. The kid is back, son.
Yo, it's a good hit, man. I tell you something. I should have followed up on the Guru's picks all weekend, man.
Shit, bro. I finally made a little bounce back. It's because I actually did some research into these.
My man didn't just jump into this shit.
Nah, this one I looked at a little bit. Plus, I don't know. I guess I know these guys a little better off the top of their head than most.
You know everybody. Stop it.
Yeah, but these guys for sure. Matt Brown's been around forever. Forget it. He fought.
Shout out to him, man.
He fought. I didn't even realize he fought the other Lima. I did after they mentioned it on the broadcast. I was like, that's fucking right, yo. He fought the Lima that's in Bellator right now. Yeah, like 10 years ago.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Whatever.
You want facts? Go somewhere else.
I give you nothing but facts. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, on this side of the camera.
Oh shit. Oh man. But yeah, that was a big bounce back fan. Of course, though, like I said, dude, like he talk about what's next. When does it end?
Yo, you already know. Like you said, bro, that was like the worst case scenario because he slept him.
Yeah.
What you think I'm gonna come out and do next time?
Yeah. And he's not gonna retire off of that.
Oh, hell no.
No way. And that's the problem with this shit all the time.
Yeah, man. It's that adrenaline rush, bro. You want that more and more.
Chael Sonnen said years ago, these fighters, they leave with their back on the canvas looking up at the lights. It's the only way.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but it seems to be fucking true, unless you're Khabib. These guys, or John Jones, I guess, but we'll, TBD on that. But
true.
Either they get crushed and they don't want to go out like that, or they crush somebody and they think, well, fuck it, I can still do this. Just seems to be no ending in sight until they get crushed too bad, and somebody who loves them has to be like, yo, enough.
Yeah.
But let's not down on the parade now. Matt Brown flattened him like a fucking beach chair. So
slapped him. Good night.
Good night.
Is he up yet?
Drugged him. Crime faces. Shout
out.
All right. rolling along. Chito Vera, the one in Sean O'Malley's 13-0.
I'm mad about this one.
Listen, man. Chito did exactly what I thought he would do. I thought he might stop him, but still, I mean, got the W.
Right.
What are you going to do, man? He was exactly what I thought, which was like a level above Davy Grant, even though Davy Grant apparently won that first fight.
He looked like he could have been in it for a little bit, but yeah, as it dragged on, bro, it was over.
Yeah, Cheetos just seems to be like a top 10 guy.
Yeah.
And I think Davy Grant is right outside of that, somewhere in the top 15, maybe right outside the top 15.
That's a good point.
Despite the previous result, I think that's exactly what you saw on Saturday. So, honestly, I think there's a case to be made where they got to run that Sean O'Malley fight back eventually.
You know me, you'll say what you got to say, but he don't want that.
Which one?
Chito don't want that.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think Sean O'Malley would fuck him up. I think he did, but I'm not underestimating that it was a kick that fucked his ankle up last time, though, or his leg or whatever.
Yeah. I agree with you. I don't know. Whatever.
I think Sean O'Malley might not want to do it either because he's got this whole thing where like he's still undefeated and it'd be like acknowledging it.
Stop.
But like you should go get that one back and really put that to bed so that nobody brings that shit up again.
Stamp it. Word.
And I think we should see. I don't know. I get this weird feeling though. I may go Chito in that rematch. I don't know. Even though I don't think he's better than Sean O'Malley, but it might just be one of those weird things. I don't know. Who knows? I don't think it's going to happen really, but we'll see. We'll see. I think they got different plans for Sean O'Malley, obviously.
They got big plans for Sean O'Malley.
Definitely. And
we'll be talking about him we'll be talking about him in a couple weeks.
All right. Well, main event. A lot was told here. Korean Zombie, Dan Ige.
We both had Korean Zombie.
Yeah. I was actually surprised. I thought you was gonna go Ige in that one too, to tell you the truth, because I know you like him.
Yeah, and yo, I did call you. Yo, I'll be full transparent. I did call you after weigh-ins,
and say what?
And was like, yo, I think I might go Dan Ige. He looked good.
Is that how you said it?
Yeah,
I wasn't even gonna bring it
a little more harsh, but yo, full transparency, bro. I told you, yo.
I respect
yo, Dan Ige gonna fuck him up.
Yeah,
he looked good. Like he looked good at weigh-ins, man. And yo, they put up a hell of a scrap. But Korean Zombie is again on a different level.
Exactly. And that's what I think. And you know what I think people forget? That he got that nickname by, standing in there with, first it was Leonard Garcia back in the day in WEC, and then many other times in his career, just standing in there throwing bombs, right? So he's like a zombie.
Right.
But what people forget is Korean Zombie is a pretty skilled dude, man. In many variations.
Yeah.
He can wrestle. He's got nasty jiu-jitsu, pulling off crazy submissions, twisters and shit in his career. He's a fucking skilled dude. And I'm telling you, Korean Zombie is top 5. Like, what did I say last week? I said, yo, you got to try to, give him a title shot after this. One last time. Let's give it one last time. Just to see the guy get that belt, man. I'd love to see him get that belt.
I don't know. You got to give him somebody else before you do that.
Well,
he's got to go fight one of them top guys.
Oh, but he's been fighting top guys forever, bro. Look, he had
breaks. Dan Ige. Come on, take it easy.
Oh, see how things change. We talk about Dan Ige, take it easy. You called me on fucking Saturday morning. Yo, we need segments after weigh-ins, bro. We got to start adding to this podcast. I watched those weigh-ins. Ige's going to kill this zombie.
He looked good. He looked good, but it is still Dan Ige, bro.
Dan Ige was right there. He gets this win. Dan Ige gets this win on Saturday. He was right there
because of that crazy knockout. That's it. That's
one more, maybe one more win after Zombie. If he got and if he had like KO'd Zombie in like the first couple of rounds, I think he may be next.
I agree.
Maybe next for the belt. So you can't speak out both sides of your mouth. What did I say? The UFC want to put certain veterans in position to get their head put out on a spike in the front yard.
Right.
When that veteran turns around and returns your youngster's head with in the fucking bag, You need to give him some respect.
True.
And listen, with Max dropping out of that fight against Yair, which I'm shocked about because I really thought it'd be Yair who dropped out. You got Volkanovski and fucking Ortega coming up. Korean Zombie could get winner. I mean, he just lost to Ortega, so I think that kind of depends, right? If Ortega wins the belt, you obviously got to look, even with Max dropping out of the Yair fight, you got to look right at Max because Max probably beat Volkanovski in that last fight and got a bad decision, and he smoked Brian Ortega when they fought.
Right.
So if Ortega wins the belt, you got to look at Max for the rematch there and give him a shot back at his belt. But if Volkanovski beats Ortega, with Max dropping out, fresh matchup, Korean Zombie, I can see it.
Okay.
And I think you got to show him some respect. Y'all wanted to put his head on a spike against Dan Ige. He was on a 5-fight win streak, knocking the dude out, or he was on a streak before the Calvin Kattar fight. Came back, knocked the dude out, bounced back after the fucking loss to Kattar. And you wanted to propel him right up there by putting Zombie's head on a spike. So show some respect now that he sent him back.
I guess.
Come on, man. There's only a few fucking fighters that are left from that generation. Zombie missed some time in the middle of his career because of some Korean military shit that he had to go back there and serve. I think it's time to just do him a favor. He's always shown up for you. He's always had wars.
Yeah.
Give the guy a shot at the belt if Volkanovski takes out Ortega. Let's see. Who knows? I mean, fuck Yair. He's pussed out on a few fights against Abraham Lincoln of Dagestan over there. Zabit Nurmagomedov Sharipov or whatever the fuck. The guy used to fight a couple years ago. Yair backed out on that shit 3 times. So if anything, do Zombie versus Max for the #1 contendership.
Damn.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Even though Yair's the one who knocked out Zombie with that fucking elbow from down under. That shit was
that savage fucking
last minute shit.
Yeah, that was nasty.
All right, well, that wraps that up. Your boy, 3-0. I'm back with the underdog of the week. Give me them points.
Yeah,
give me them
that shit, yo. I give you that, man. That was a good weekend.
Let's go. Of course, it's the week I chose only 3 fights to pick.
Hey, it is what it is, yo. Three-team parlay right there that y'all would have cashed an easy plus 400 right there. That was good money right
Matt
there.
Brown
If you
was
listen
the
to
underdog.
the guru. Yeah.
Well, we got another one coming up. This one, not so bad. We chose 5 fights. I think 3 at least, maybe 4 of them are on the main card, but then I threw in another one. Just fights that I thought were interesting. Just because we only had 3 last week to go over, but we got the upcoming Vegas 30 card with Gane versus Alexander Volkov.
Yeah.
And we got 5 fights to pick here with this card.
You really went in on this card, bro. I thought you was feeling this card or something.
Yo, it's an underground card. I'm the first one to talk shit lately with this just barrage over the head of week after week after week. But I also don't want to end up becoming like the other fucking MMA media jerk-offs who, this isn't our job. We don't get paid for this shit. We're doing this out the love and the passion. Right. So it makes it a little different. But it's if they didn't have cards every week, what would we talk about?
Right.
So I got to respect them for that. But this is one of those that I'll say, to the casual eye, it doesn't look fantastic. There's not many names that fucking knock you off your seat. But there's some scraps on here. There's some real scraps on here. And you know what I like? There's a few matchups here where both guys are kind of similar in their trajectory. Either they've taken a couple tough losses recently or they've bounced back and had a couple wins recently. But it's odd to see a lot of guys matched up in the same light because the UFC tends to keep those guys separated and, like I said, do a lot of the well, you've had a big name and maybe you're kind of falling off a little bit, and then we got this up and coming guy. Let's have him plaster you into the floor so that he can be a star now.
Yeah.
This is a little bit more of shit, man. It's tough to hand another, either one of these guys or girls takes a loss from this, which somebody has to. you're kind of putting them in a tough position. It almost looks like the UFC wants to. Yeah, I don't want to say it, but it looks like they kind of want to go through another round of cuts.
Yo, they've been weeding out the bunches.
I'm serious, man. It seems that way. It seems to me like there's a few people on here where they're like, "Well, why don't you two fight for your job?" For lack of a better way to say it, right?
Exactly.
Like, so we'll get it kicked off. We got Moicano versus Jai Herbert.
So yeah, tell me about this guy Herbert, because Moicano's on that ledge right there. And I don't know much about Herbert, but this seems like one of those fights where it's one of those trap fights, minus 200s for Moicano, and he comes out and gets slept.
This is the way I look at it, right? So Jai Herbert comes from Cage Warriors, was on a nice little streak there, but he did lose his UFC debut in his last fight. Now, most of the time I would say, who cares? It's his first UFC fight. It's the debut. That happens to a lot of guys. I could go through a laundry list. So go hard on him anyway. I think the problem here is he lost his UFC debut by getting KO'd. TKO'd, whatever it was, right?
Right.
And that's never a good sign. You know, you lose a tough decision in your first UFC fight. There was some jitters, whatever. You get subbed, maybe, whatever. But whenever there's a guy getting knocked out, you got to look at what his next performance is going to be like, because I'm sorry to say, smart money is stay away from it, because you never know what a guy coming off a KO is going to be like.
Yeah.
Look, don't get me wrong. There's 100 guys who came back fine. But there's 1,000 guys who didn't. So you never know. And that's where I think, because I was kind of perplexed by the odds. Because then we go on to Renato Moicano.
Who the fuck is that guy?
This guy was just there, right there a couple years ago.
Yeah,
they put him
man.
up against Frankie Edgar. And Edgar smoked him. I think he fought Aldo. Aldo smoked him. And this guy's lost 3 of his last 4. All 3 KOs. He got KO'd twice in a row, won a fight back, I believe, and then KO'd in his last one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, like, fuck, man. He's more concerning about what the head damage. Like, I'm still, once again, perplexed by the odds. What do they know that I don't know? I'm afraid that when we come back next week, one of the first things we might say, though, is they knew something we didn't know. See what I'm saying? It always happens that way.
Exactly.
But me personally, I can't see it. I think they're underestimating the Cage Warriors transition. Cage Warriors is the weed of it's the gateway drug, okay?
Right.
Trust me. Like, there's 100 million underground organizations that you should give some skeptical hippo eyes at. Like, what the fuck was you doing down there? And a lot of them are in Russia.
Wait, what? Who the fuck is that guy?
Phony little faker.
I wanna say Alhamdulillah, God gave me everything. Alhamdulillah.
You know, that's another story for another day. Cage Warriors? I mean, you got to come from somewhere.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just start at the UFC.
Yep.
You got to come from somewhere. That's the place to come from. I told you I was watching back there when Conor McGregor won both belts in Cage Warriors. There's many of guys, Michael Bisping. Many of these guys were Cage Warriors champions.
Yeah.
I like Jai Herbert, man.
I can tell you this much. I won't be on the end where I'm throwing money on Moicano and then watching him get knocked the fuck out again. It's happened too many times. He's burned me way too many times. He's on that DMB do not bet list, but regardless of that, I like this guy Herbert plus 200.
Yeah, I saw him at plus 190, but I agree.
Yeah.
I like him too. Is that going to be your underdog of the week, though?
No.
Really?
It's not.
All right. So I have him and one other guy that I think is going to be the underdogs this week. I didn't know, though, if you would, like, we can't have the same one.
Right.
But see, this one, so you got him at plus 200, so that would be a 3-pointer. And my other one is not as big. But I don't know if I should go. Nah, yeah, I'm going to take it. I'll take him as my underdog of the week. Shit, I'll even take him by KO, yo. I think he plants this guy off the fucking canvas. I don't believe in Moicano anymore, man.
Right.
Something's up with that guy.
Yeah, bro. Chin is weak.
he lost some fire, and I don't know, man.
Who the fuck is that guy?
It's gonna be it just seems odd to me though. Plus 200.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
I
They
know
gotta
that
know
guy.
something.
I mean, he lost. See, that's what worries me, man. Then all of a sudden I'll be watching fucking Countdown, and his cornerman or his team will be talking about how he had a couple weeks there where he was seeing stars in the gym. So, after that last KO or some shit. I don't know. Fuck it. Jai Herbert, plus 200, underdog of the week. I don't believe in Moicano, so
Okay.
let's go with it. All right. Dalby Means is the next one on the docket here. Tim Means, another guy who's been around fucking forever. He's won 2 in a row. He beat the friend of the show, Mike Perry, in his last one.
Yo, John and Chris from the Same Shit Different Day Podcast.
Oh man, yo.
Nicholas Dalby is dangerous, man. 5-fight winning streak. But Tim Means is definitely the veteran.
Hardcore vet, bro.
Hardcore for sure. For sure. I mean, but don't sleep either. Like Dalby's been in the UFC a little bit. Another guy who comes from Cage Warriors.
It's another one of those like setup fights, bro.
Yeah, it might just be. I mean,
No, I'm saying that's how they're projecting this to be. I got Tim Means, bro.
get out, really?
Yeah, man. I know Dalby's got a lot of hype behind him, but I got Tim Means, bro.
So funny enough, and obviously MMA math does not work. I say that shit 100 times over. It does not work. You can't say this guy fought this guy and then this guy fought this guy and then that's what it means. No, it doesn't work that way. Styles make fights, and just whatever happens that night that the fight happens, it all matters. So they do have a common opponent recently, Daniel Rodriguez. Dalby beats him by decision, and that's the guy who beat Tim Means, I believe, before the 2-fight win streak. But MMA math doesn't work that way, like I said. So it doesn't really matter. It's tough to go against Tim Means, but I'm gonna take Nicholas Dalby by decision.
Nice. All right, bet. Got a little bit of action now. Good.
Yeah, for sure. Next one up, Andre Touchy Fili.
This should be a good scrap, yo.
Yeah, Daniel Pineda.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Andre?
Pineda's been in the cage with a couple of fucking animals, bro.
Yeah, he has. I mean, but Andre Fili's been around for a while.
Yeah, no disrespect to Philly. I'm just saying Pineda's been in there with some animals.
Yeah, Pineda also got KO'd in his last fight against Cub Swanson, if you remember.
Hey, don't disrespect Cub, bro. Animal.
I'm pretty sure you didn't have Cub Swanson that night, and I did. But
It's all
I guess
good.
we'll have to
Animal.
run that back and see. We'll have to run that back and see. I won't disrespect them, sure. Fuck.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you had him in the fucking group home last time, but all right.
It's all good. Legend.
Bet. Makes sense. So where you going in this? What are the odds on this one here? We got Pineda is a underdog against Andre Touchy Fili.
I'm going Philly. Round 2 KO.
Bounce back. He lost his last fight too to Doug Nasty, Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah. Well, hey, Bryce Mitchell is a warrior. I wonder where the hell he's been at.
I love Bryce Mitchell. I think he's nasty. He's gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, he's legit.
True. Very true.
I don't know. Andre Fili is I feel like has been a prospect for a while, and a lot of people all of a sudden you don't realize it, and you're like, wait a second, you're not a fucking prospect anymore. It's been years.
Bro, he lost that prospect status 4 or 5 fights ago.
A lot of trading wins and losses, man. It's so tough, but yeah, I'm gonna go Andre Fili by decision.
All right, but
I gotta see what Daniel Pineda looks like after that, losing to Cub Swanson. And I had Cub that night, but it was pretty bad. So I gotta see what he looks like after that. I don't know. I think Andre Fili is more of the vet. Been around long enough.
yeah.
Lost a tough fight, like you say, to a tough dude in his last fight, but Only lost the decision. Yeah.
I think Pineda's going to bring it to him, and I think Fili has to make a statement in this fight. Get it done early.
Early?
Yeah. Get it done early. Round 2.
Okay. All right, so co-main event of the evening. Somehow we're fucking talking about Tanner Boser again.
I don't know how he finagled his way into this one.
I don't either. And I think we spoke about this during the week, and I said, you know, he kind of, to me, seems like a dude who knows he could be on the chopping block and wants to take short notice fights to step in after a guy gets hurt so that maybe they don't cut him.
Right.
I don't know if that's going to help, though, man. I don't know. This is, once again, like I said, the whole theme of this card is both guys who have had some. I mean, look, every fucking matchup we're talking about, this guy got fucking creamed in his last. I mean, Dalby means they're both on a little bit of a win streak there, but every other fight is this guy got fucking KO'd in his last one. Yeah, well, this guy got KO'd in his last 3. So which one who are you gonna pick? I mean, you got OSP who gets KO'd by your boy Jamal Hill,
Spaghetti Arm Hill,
my man, fucking rigatoni, fucking forearm over there, yo.
Yeah.
And he got fucking KO'd by him in his last fight, and then Tanner Boser, you know, we was picking him against Andre Arlovsky. He loses that one. We picked him I didn't pick him a couple weeks ago. You did. I said he was going to lose again because he sucks.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did. And I mean, I don't know, man, but I gotta go against this. What's weird to me is the weight difference now. Like OSP though at heavyweight, I don't know. But you just lost to Alir Latifi a couple weeks ago. Like
that's my problem with him. Another one won't be happening again.
Nah, he's
OSP.
back.
OSP seems like the gatekeeper that's not the gatekeeper. Like,
yeah,
they throw him against the fighters that, if you can't be OSP, like, we may not need you here.
True.
This seems like one of those fights. And I think OSP holds his shit down, man. Boser, props to you for hopping right back in there. Collect your check, but I got OSP, man, by decision.
Yep, I had the same exact thing.
Okay. Good.
OSP he had like a little venture into heavyweight against your boy, the head of the B unit, Ben Rothwell, lost a split decision.
Yeah.
I actually thought OSP looked real good that night. I was surprised by it. I thought he looked fast at heavyweight. He went back to light heavyweight for his next 2 to beat Alonzo Menfield and then lose in his last fight to Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why. I thought it might have been the right move to just try to go to heavyweight. He's a thick 205er. He could get to heavyweight easy, without cutting too much, probably come in around that 230, 240 range.
Right.
I think his speed will be good. And, fuck Tanner Boser, man. I'm not picking that fucking dude for nothing. After he lost to Andre Arlovsky, I was like, fuck that. You're done. That's the barometer right there. That's it. That's where we find out.
It's true.
In the heavyweight division, you got to fucking plant Andre Arlovsky's head into the fucking Monster Energy sign on the mat and go about your business. You lost to him, you're done. Then you came out, you lost to a bloated Alir Latifi a couple weeks ago. And now you're trying to bounce back? Get the fuck out of here, bro. See you later. OSP by decision. Let's go to the main event. Your boy is back. Gane sounds like he's straight out of fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah, yo. Always reminds me of freaking Con Air.
Con Air. Going up against Alexander Volkov, the most underrated heavyweight fighter in the UFC, in my opinion. The guy's been in there with every fucking killer across the board. Let's just point that out. Gane, man. I'm still upset about the Rosenstruck fight. I think it was ugly.
Disgusting. Call it how it is.
It was nasty, man. It was nasty. But Gane is on a fucking 8-fight win streak. He actually beat your boy Tanner Boser during that streak, so that says a lot.
Means nothing.
He
Clear.
KO'd,
It's
he
evident.
KO'd JDS.
Clear as day. Evident. That doesn't matter. Like,
all right, what about Rosenstruck, though? So he wins that fight at least, and Rosenstruck just got, served up.
Please do not mention that fight. We just said it was disgusting. For him to come out afterwards and said, I was afraid of the power.
Pussy!
Be afraid of the power that's coming this weekend. No more zero in that spot over there to the right. We're going to throw an L on there, and let's get it, bro. Alexander Volkov by destruction, KO, round 4. He's not able to stand in there no more.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Damn. That's exactly. I mean, I didn't have the round. I didn't even pick a round, but I said Volkov by KO late.
Nice.
Even like when you was going through that, I'm like, yo, just for the show, I should pick Gane. But I can't do that anymore. This was my analysis of it. Skip back 20 seconds and see what Chris just said.
Word.
That's it. I mean, Volkov has some fucking bodies on his resume. You don't even realize how long this guy been around, but this guy has fucking beat Overeem, Walt Harris, Big Country Roy Nelson, Greg Hardy, even fucking Fabricio Verdum. And like I started it off, he's just like the most underrated heavyweight. They just think they're going to run over this dude. And if they can't, before you know it, he lands that shot late. Like, yo, I remember he was beating Derek Lewis' ass 2.5 rounds. And Derek Lewis, with like a minute left in the fight, fucking landed an overhand right and KO'd him to put him down. It was a shame. I just think Volkov is too experienced. I did not nobody liked what we saw from Gane in that last one.
And granted, he may not come out like that. He may be prepared for a scrap. I don't care. Alexander Volkov's coming in there to show him what the UFC is all about. Let's get it.
I like that analysis, man. Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously, the Nats your underdog of the week.
That's the underdog of the week. I love how you tried to name drop for Gane. Get the hell out of here. Add this one to your resume.
Yeah. Perfect. So we both agree on the picks for our underdog of the week, but but that was my other one. Coming into this, I literally said, I kind of figured this is the way it would play out because Volkov is like plus 140.
Yeah.
So I was like, these are my two underdogs. I'm like, well, Chris is going to take one of these. Which one would he take? Is he going to take the plus 200 or is he going to take the plus 140? Well, guess what? I just had a feeling we would land here.
I could have took OSP at plus 145 too, but I didn't.
So could I.
I feel like this one's the more crazier one because Gane's got the bigger name. Like, this is an attraction fight for him. That's crazy, right? You look at the resumes, and this fight is more like promoted in Gane's favor. Like, okay, Saturday night, we're gonna show you something. Go for it, Alexander.
See, that's what I feel. What I felt when I looked at it was, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be one of those nights, right? Where like everyone's expecting Gane to win.
Wrong.
I guarantee you. I'm sorry to say this and be a hater nowadays, but I have to just speak the truth. All of the announcers will only speak in favor of Gane.
Pay attention,
because I guarantee it.
Word.
When Gane lands an overhook left, they will scream.
Mm-hmm.
When Alexander Volkov lands a fucking shot to the body, they'll talk about how well Gane took it.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen.
It's true.
But I could just see in the like you said, 4th, maybe even 5th round, he's going to do some shit where he lands a combo, bang, bang, and that big doofy motherfucker is going to fucking go. And you're going to be like, yo, here it is. And Volkov's going to fucking put the stamp on him.
70% of the public is going to, no.
What? You're going to see the tweets coming up on the bottom left, crazy.
Yeah. Yo.
But you got to take that eventually.
Crazy. Word, exactly.
Nobody stay undefeated in this shit.
I love it. I'm ready. Saturday night. Actually, no, it's not Saturday night, yo. It's Saturday afternoon. Let's not screw the people up.
Oh, fuck, really?
Main card starts at 4.
Oh, great. I was hoping to get this pod out by Saturday at 4 o'clock. Oh shit!
I love it.
Fucking Wednesday, damn. So you saying this is gonna be like, yo, like after the prelims, then you can watch Same Shit Different Day, then you can watch the prelims, then the card.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you might have to catch those prelims prior to catching Same Shit Different Day. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all might be watching this. Y'all might not hear this until after the fucking fight. Oh well, just know we told you so.
You just wasn't here to see it. That's it.
That's it.
Oh man. Well, that wraps that. I wanted to give one shout out before we get out of here with MMA and get onto the NBA for a minute. Anderson the Spider Silva, 46 years old, defeats Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Shouts to him, bro. That's some ill shit.
Yo, when we talked about this shit Sunday morning, I told you, bro, Anderson Silva didn't just win that fight. Anderson Silva whipped his ass.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker actually had the nerve. Another one. He's right there in the club, yo. I'm gonna make a club of fucking Paulo Costa, Marvin Vittori, and fucking Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Sitting there, like, when they announced the decision, smile. Yo, I hate when a motherfucker smiles like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, with that smirky smile, like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're like 10 years younger than this motherfucker, and this is his first entrance into this sport, or like second. Back 35 fucking years ago was the last time he boxed. He's been the UFC champion. Even that was 10 fucking years ago. The guy's been getting beat in the UFC for the last 10 years. And he still came in and whipped your ass. Yeah. And anybody to the blind eye could watch that and be like, holy shit. Yo, the announcers were all in it. The announcers, even being boxing heavy dudes who barely knew who Anderson Silva was.
I'm not surprised.
Were propping it as long as it went. I mean, first, second round were close. He lands a nice, so Chavez landed like a nice overhand in like the first or second round, which I think won him that round.
Right.
Outside of that, I had everyone for Silva. Playing with him. It had gotten so bad once he realized, like, this guy can't hurt me.
Yeah.
That he was backing in the corner to old Anderson Silva days. Like, yo, come on, swing. Weaving shit and fucking jabbing him. And, oh, my God, he whipped his ass.
Damn.
That was a proper representation of fucking MMA. Thank you, Anderson Silva, for finally doing it justice.
Yeah, word. Round of applause to him, yo, because that was some stand-up shit, yo. Do it for the culture.
You got bitch-ass Jake Paul tweeting at him afterwards. Congratulations on your victory. We'd love to see you fight Roy Jones Jr. on the undercard of me and Tyron.
Eat dick.
Eat dick is right. But don't be surprised if that's exactly what happens.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised at all, man. Them kids got a bag over there.
Oh, yeah, and they've been talking about that Anderson Silva versus Roy Jones Jr. shit for years. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. At least it's Tyron Woodley in the main event.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know? Could be like box.
Dana White already told you what the fuck that was.
With the Tyron Woodley shit?
Yeah. No,
Dana White's on the record calling it fake?
Yes.
Or no, he said like Tyron has lost like 5 fights in a row.
Nah. He told you without telling you.
Yeah,
this shit's set up.
I really hope not.
It's set up.
I really hope not. All right. Before we get to that misery, let's just wait for it to happen before we have to cry about it. Let's talk about some good shit.
Right?
Let's talk about some good shit, man.
Hit me off. What is it?
I think somebody. I can't say who. Maybe you could say who. You know, I don't know. I don't know if you're obliged to say who. But I think somebody many, many moons ago told you that the bitch ass Brooklyn Nets would not be winning a title.
All right.
They wouldn't even be making the finals. And on top of that, don't even give me the excuse that you're going to start with, because I also told you many moons ago that at least 2 of those clowns would be in suits. And if I'm not mistaken, at least 3 of them at some point in that 7-game series against the Bucks were in suits. Okay. Shout out to Kevin Durant.
All right.
He had 1 game where he proved that he was the fucking best player on the court.
Bro, it would have been 2 if his fucking toe wasn't so goddamn big. What do you want me to do?
Valid point. Why are we even having that conversation? First off, why are we even having that conversation? Because you were supposed to be in the finals, not the second round. What the fuck are we talking about? You got bumped in the second round? Pussy! You got bumped in the second round. You went one more round than the Knicks. Bully! You went one more round than the Knicks.
We went past them, though. It's all good, though.
You went past them. Is that a glorification now that you got past the Knicks?
Yeah, definitely.
You know what we're usually doing on yesterday? We're usually waiting for the lottery ball to drop to 5 or 7.
True. You
went one more round than us. And frankly, I don't like to see it because I think the team that eliminated us would have also eliminated you had KD's fucking hockey stick foot been just a half an inch shorter. I think y'all would have been next food for Atlanta.
Nah.
And your boy Ice Trey, where you buying his merchandise. Fucking
fraud.
That's what this guy does. Ice Trey's buying his merchandise. Fuck out of here, bro.
Oh, shit.
Second round bump. And yo, all right, so let me ask you something. How long we gonna give James Harden the excuse? Because I said the night KD had the amazing night in fucking whatever it was, game 6 or whatever, game 5. So I was the first one to say when KD went off that night that James Harden was non-existent. I get that. But how do you play 56 minutes and still be non-existent?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Like, could he have just cut that down to 25 and given them some points?
No, because he was injured, bro.
So why even have him out there?
Because it's a body, it's a name. Like, they're going to stick to him no matter what.
Listen, everybody in the fucking league is dealing with these injuries now, so I don't want to hear it.
Definitely, and we were just another victim. What do you want?
The last thing I had told you was a couple weeks ago, the Bucks came in there and dominated y'all on a back-to-back.
Right.
And I said, holy shit, I'm talking about Philly this whole time. I think you need to be worried about Milwaukee, too. Nobody even considered it. When LeBron got eliminated and when Kawhi went down, those were 2 moments in the playoffs where everybody anointed the Nets to win the championship.
Wrong.
They got Kevin Durant.
You're goddamn right.
Yikes!
They're going to win it. No chance. Nobody could be as good as them. But what happened again? Kyrie Irving was giving
You idiot. You stupid bitch.
Pussy. Was giving you his best move. The move that has worked for him more than any other move in his whole career.
Yo, that's not fair, yo.
Leading the league in claps.
Giannis stuck his big ass foot out in the landing area. He rolled his ankle. What do you want, yo? Wow.
I know you're sensitive to ankle issues, but your boy is a bitch. He doesn't have his teammates back. He never has, never will. He talks all that shit.
That's so wild.
He talks all that shit about LeBron. Oh, I finally got a teammate who could hit that shot. First of all, KD airballed the shot.
He made the one before.
Yeah, that one didn't win the game. The one for the game, he airballed.
It should have.
And what were you doing during that, Kyrie? What were you doing every time LeBron had to do it over those 4 years, except for one moment? One time he hit the shot over Curry where him and LeBron both had 40 that night. Yeah. Outside of that, he has never been there for his team. He's always hurt when it matters. Always. He was hurt for Boston. He was hurt for Cleveland. He's always fucking hurt. He's never there, yo. And it's always the same shit. And I promise you, karma will be a bitch in this situation.
Yo.
They will never win a championship.
That's
I told you this before the year too, did I not?
That's crazy talk, bro. They all healthy next year? They're not winning the chip.
They never will be all healthy.
Okay.
They never will win a chip. It's just a fact. Those are both things. Both things that are facts about these guys. I told you, give me KD, Kyrie, Harden, and Blake. At least 2 of them will be in suits, and they will not make the finals. Blake started the series in a suit. Kyrie ended the series in a suit. Harden started the series in a suit and left in a fucking bodysuit.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Phony little faker.
Whoa.
And KD was there the whole time, but they're all gonna have problems like that. Somebody's gonna be hurt. They're just They're the fucking 3 cowardly dogs, bro. They're not ever gonna ever do anything. And you know what? Let's hindsight being 2020. Let me ask you a question. And all I'm asking you for is honesty. Everything laid out now. Season over. Atlanta eliminates the New York Knicks, the 4 seed in the playoffs, in 5 games. The Milwaukee Bucks knock out the Brooklyn Nets in 7 in the second round. If KD had chose to go to the Knicks, who would have had a better season? The Knicks with him, or what the Nets did, losing in 7 to Milwaukee?
That's a slanderous statement, so I can't even answer that.
What?
I can't answer that. That's a slanderous statement. I can't tell you what the hell.
How?
Projections.
How?
Projections. Yeah, I give you that.
Say what you want about the way Julius Randle played in the playoffs. But outside of that, they were all healthy. You add a legitimate fucking bona fide superstar like Kevin Durant to that lineup. Oh my God.
Kevin Durant would have did the same thing, and then Julius would have did the same thing he did.
And I think that's enough because, frankly, Kevin Durant made it 7 with Milwaukee without nobody playing even as good as Julius did. Nobody. Y'all didn't even have Julius. I'm talking playoff Julius. I'm not talking most improved player, NBA second team Julius. I'm talking 5 games against Atlanta, which did nothing but absolutely disappoint. He was the second best player that the Nets would have had. Where's Joe Harris? That guy makes threes? Does he? Or does he just miss threes?
Somewhere.
He built an entire mansion of bricks.
Yeah.
My man built a fucking mansion of bricks. Jeff Green had 27 the night that KD saved the day. I don't even think Jeff Green got another point in the whole series.
Yeah, it's true.
Blake played decent, but you telling me you won't take Julius Randle over Blake, even the one that played against Atlanta? You're bugging. You're bugging. Plus, quickly, Toppin's nice little rise during those 5 games, the way D Rose was playing.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here. If you add KD to that, we in the finals, bro. We in the finals. The way Atlanta,
your own superstar.
Just all you gotta look at the way things have played out. The way Atlanta beat Philly. You telling me the Knicks wouldn't have beat Philly with KD? With KD? Oh, stop. Hindsight being 2020. You should go curse at Kyrie Irving, KD, because he fucked you. Because you know you was coming to the Knicks. You know you was coming to the Knicks because don't nobody choose the Nets. But what is Kyrie? He's a fucking hippie little fucking bitch who wants to just be different. Let me just be different. I hate being rich. I hate being famous. I just want to be different.
Right?
You're just a fucking loser. So
he can play ball though.
Yeah, I guess whenever he's not a bitch. Whenever he's not a bitch. Straight up, you stepped on Lucky's face, right? What Lucky do? He broke your fucking ankle. That's what
with the same foot. Okay.
With the same foot. He broke your fucking ankle, Lucky did. How about that? You bitch ass. Missing the playoffs again. Now, what do you think KD was thinking while he out there? Like, look at this white boy Joe Harris who can't make a shot. Where the fuck is Kyrie at? Where the fuck he at? And we trade for James Harden. Who the fuck is this guy? This guy sucks. Where is everybody? I'm by myself again. And can he do it by himself? Can he do it without fucking Russell Westbrook? Can he do it without Steph Curry? No, he can't. Look at the teams LeBron brought to the finals 4 years in a row. Kyrie was hurt in every one of them playoffs except for the one they won. Kevin Love was hurt every fucking time. This guy was bringing high-ass J.R. Smith and Deion Waiters to the finals.
Who the fuck is that guy?
KD got a pair of bona fide snipe shooter over there in Joe Harris.
Wrong.
He got James Harden playing 56 minutes. 8 points. Like, what the fuck?
He was fucking out there on a fucked up leg.
So get the fuck out of here. Get out of here then.
They got nobody else.
Wow, why?
They traded it all away.
That's right. Bitch ass moves. Tell you. It still wasn't enough. These motherfuckers got Kyrie and KD. They could not even play a game together before they were like, yo, we need James Harden too. It's clear we need James Harden too. I mean, how do you not see it? How do you not just look at it and think, well, we have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. It's clear that's not enough. We also need James Harden. Let's trade away all of our depth for James Harden.
Crazy.
We gave away Karis LeVert.
Yep.
We gave away Jarrett Allen.
Yep.
And some other bums. But who cares? You gave away 2 legitimate pieces. Y'all could have still had them with KD and Kyrie. What was the point? Coward shit, pussy shit. They'll never win a title. Never. And still don't nobody care.
Damn.
Nobody cares. Fuck out of here.
Done with your nut slander? Yo, KD, you brought this on yourself, man. I can only defend you but so much, bro.
Nothing to defend here. I've been waiting for this day.
Fucking airball.
Waiting. You know it. You
whatever.
know. Fucking 6 months ago when we was having this argument and you laughing. Oh, stop it. They easily win in the finals. I'm like, oh, I can't fucking wait, yo. I can't fucking wait for Kyrie to be hurt, and I can't wait for them to lose. Because that's exactly what's happening. Embarrassingly enough, we didn't even get to do our fucking Eastern Conference Finals bet because both bitch-ass teams lost.
Forget about the other one down the turnpike. He's crazy.
Now, I know somebody would be like, you got the nerve to sit there in a bully Julius Randle shirt after losing to Atlanta to talk about what Philly did? Yeah. Yeah. The Knicks was supposed to be number 4 in the lottery, not the conference.
Right.
Not the conference. Okay.
Philly was number 1 in the East.
Number 1 in the East with 2 superstars, one of which is legitimately not worth a pair of Jordans and a jockstrap at this point.
Bags are packed.
And I don't even know where they're going.
Bags are packed.
They fucked themselves, if anything.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand about Philly. It's like, after all that, Embiid, you want to bury him in the fucking press conference. Doc Rivers, you want to bury him. Who the fuck is going to give you anything for him now? Last summer, you was in conversations to trade him for James Harden.
Yep.
Now?
Let's see.
Now? Oh, my God. Nobody's going to give you anything for him. You yourself. It's like if I call Doc Rivers to make a trade, and he's like, oh, well, we're going to need a couple first-round picks and, a couple legitimate players for Ben Simmons. The same guy that you just buried in the fucking – are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah. All right, so call me back after the rest of the league laughs at you, and then we'll offer you Kevin Knox, probably like, maybe one other guy. I don't know.
The Lakers are gonna call him up and offer him Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma's worth even less. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, you better off keeping Ben.
Yo.
Fuck that, yo. There's a lot of guys about to be on the move this year.
True, it's gonna look a lot different next year.
They talking about Luka, which I think they're gonna have to pry him from Mark Cuban's dead fingers.
He's upset though.
He is. Zion.
Oh, another one that's upset. He want to come to the Knicks.
Dame Lillard. Ben Simmons.
I think he stays.
Possibly Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, this one too, yo. He wants to be over here too. You was talking about him the other day, and he pops up at the fucking Met games. Pretty
saw that, right? Rocking that orange and blue, kid.
Yeah, I see.
Rocking that orange and blue. He wants to be a Knicks so bad.
I peeped.
Come on. You don't root for the Mets and not the Knicks. It's different. Like, so, typical New Yorkers, like typical, nothing's 100%, but typical. If you're a Met fan, usually you see a lot of Jet fans, maybe even some Islander fans. And if you're a Yankee fan, typically you see Giant fans and Ranger fans. But there could be some mixes of all that. The thing is, nobody's a Nets fan. Everybody's a Knicks fan. So that's my thing. If you were a kid who grew up in New York rooting for the Mets or the Yankees, see, because I don't know, I'm still from the old school, and I know it's a different sport. But like, if I'm a Utah Jazz fan, I'm upset about seeing him at the Met game like that. I get that it's baseball, it's not basketball, but that's got to tell you something. He grew up in New York. He roots for the Mets. He definitely doesn't like the Nets. Nobody likes the Nets. And nobody's going to the Nets anymore. I mean, Jesus Christ, how many fucking – what are you going to start putting all-stars on the bench? So you got to know. Plus, I think Zion desperately wants to get to New York too. I think he's so upset at the way everything – I think we might be upset. I love R.J. Barrett at this point, and I'm not trading him for nobody. As far as I'm concerned, off limits is R.J. Barrett, and Julius Randle. And I don't care what they've said about Randle in this offseason. He's off limits.
I agree.
I ride or die with him. Nobody cares. You're a Nets fan. You're a Nets fan. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yo, my man, I'm giving you my sports analysis.
I don't care.
It's a good
what
move.
you should be doing is sobbing right now at the failures of the Brooklyn Nets.
No, not at all, man, because these guys were hurt.
Pussy.
What do you expect? You had three people.
This is exactly what I expected.
They got to play no games together. It's no excuses. They lost. It is what it is. What happens next year?
Yo, if Team USA showed up to play Slovenia, but they hadn't played any games yet together, you think we should give them the okay to lose? Giannis gave it to you. You know, the thing is even though I feel correct about my assessment that Milwaukee was going to beat you, I actually still feel wrong. Like watching 7 games of it, I still feel wrong because they barely, I mean, Jesus Christ. Giannis tried to do everything to give you this series. Yo, let me keep taking 3-pointers when you don't have a fucking soul on your team that could guard me. The whole 5 of you can fucking tackle me at each limb and I'll dunk on you. I should be able to at least. But no. What am I doing? Taking fucking 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Both of you motherfuckers need to wake the fuck up. There is nobody in the league as big as you anymore. Embiid for real. Like, what? Oh, I don't want to talk about him. Right. You over here blaming Ben Simmons? Why don't you shut the fuck up? You are 8 feet tall and 400 pounds. They are guarding you with Clint Capella and John Collins. You should be embarrassed.
Yo, he got yammed on by John.
John put the shirt on too, and oh my God, you should be fucking embarrassed. If you don't come back next year and average 38, I'm talking for the season.
Word.
You get no respect out here. Fuck out of here. He deserves to be traded just as much as Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons at least has some sort of mental problem. So maybe we could try to figure that out.
Passing up fucking wide open dunks. My man is crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? I remember I remember when Embiid was hurt and this dude was giving you triple doubles every night and giving you 30.
Yeah, true.
So who knows? Like I said, if I'm the Knicks, I make that call. I would buy it real low, real cheap. You ain't getting the whole fucking team anymore. No. But I give you a couple draft picks. I love Obi Toppin, but I'll probably give you Obi Toppin with Kevin Knox and some draft picks. That's it. That's what you get. You destroyed him anyway. We need to at least fix him. But I get the feeling if he gets away from them, he might just do it. He might be a star. Right. Who knows? Outside of that, I guess we got 4 teams left. You want to make a prediction? You want to do a little 5-point sway on the picks for the year?
I don't know which way you were going, but I mean, it's kind of late in the series, but screw it, yo. I told you from a while ago, even when the Nets were still in it, that they was going to have trouble going up against the Suns in the finals. I still think the Suns get to the finals. I think they take the whole thing.
I guess the Nets won't be having trouble with that, though, will they?
Won't be their issue.
No, because they'll be playing golf.
Nah, KD's going to be playing for Team USA, so put some respect on his name.
Makes some sense. Let's just rip them fucking Achilles up before we get back next year for the contract that we got, where we get paid for. Let's do it. Why not? Let's just do it.
You do it for your country.
Yeah, respect that man. Yeah, he's 35 years old. He needs to go back to Team USA again. Okay, all right, that's cool.
Team USA needs him.
Next year, Kyrie will probably be healthy, and KD will be the one that's out for the season. Remember who told you that first?
Quite possibly. But, yo, shout out to Klay Thompson, yo. I seen him back putting up shots, bro. That was great to see.
Yeah, they're going to, if they could be healthy, man, they're going to be a fucking little problem when they come back. Nobody's thinking of them.
Bro, they got 2 top 15 picks.
Oh, and two top 15 players if they come back.
Easy.
If Klay comes back healthy, you know?
Bro, so they still got Draymond Green. Clay's coming back. Steph and Klay, definitely. Yeah, and Draymond Green is, holding it down always. Another Team USA representative. Put some respect on my countryman's name.
For sure, Steph and Klay.
Yeah.
Steph and Klay. Whoever they get from those draft picks, maybe. For sure.
I can't, yeah.
So Suns all the way. Suns win the title.
Yeah, I got Suns Bucks in the finals, and I think the Suns take it in 5. I give them 5.
So here's my thing. Giannis, I know that you basically tried to let the Nets get into the finals. Like, you were like, please, I'm going to keep shooting threes. I'm going to score 18 points in pivotal games when I'm fucking 8 feet tall. But I look at the rest of these 4 teams, and obviously, I told you the other day, one thing makes me nervous, I've been saying this all postseason, is Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. Obviously, Kawhi's been out these 2 games. They still have not said he's just done. He's not coming back. I need to hear that first before I know, but fuck it.
No, he's not coming back.
I don't think he is.
Nah.
All that being said, when I look at the remaining 4 teams, including the Suns, even get Chris Paul back and everything, nobody. I mean, DeAndre Ayton, respect. I know he had the big bucket last night to get the win, and I think he's played well, real well. But there's just nobody here who could really guard Giannis. Like, they should fucking mop the Hawks up. And then you look at the Suns and the Clippers, and it's like, yeah, DeAndre Ayton, okay. The Clippers, Zubac and shit, like, nah, hell no, fuck out of here. Like, they got nobody to guard them. Without Kawhi there to shut him down like he did when it was Toronto, Milwaukee, they're screwed. I don't even think they're getting to that because I think the Suns are going to win too. And I just don't think the Suns have anybody who could really guard Giannis. Yo, LeBron is gone. Kawhi is gone. KD is gone. It's time. Giannis, this is your fucking championship. If you don't fucking win this shit, you really do not deserve anything then. Like, you will be known after this as a bitch ass. Like, who cannot fucking win a belt, who cannot win a title in the NBA. You're gonna need to go, what you're gonna need to do is be a Robin to somebody's Batman after this.
Damn.
So it's all on the line here, man. Maybe they're gonna stop Shaq from abusing you all the time in the post game, but I'm abusing you if you don't do this. It's time. It's time. You need to win this fucking title. There's nobody left who could guard you. There's nobody who could stop you.
Have you not watched any of these Suns games, bro?
I have.
Like, you've been paying attention to what Devin Booker's been doing?
Let me ask you something, bro. What time the Suns play usually? 9, 10 o'clock at night, right? Have you been watching these Suns games?
I've been catching the highlights.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you? I watch these games. Don't ever say that. You've been watching these games. You've been watching these games with your eyelids closed? How the fuck you pulling that off? Yeah, hell yeah, I've been watching them. But you know what? Everybody they play guys where their wing defenders can guard them. Like, yeah, there was all, Jay Crowder and these dudes all over LeBron. But Anthony Davis, another one you can fucking, if you sneeze near, he'll tear his ACL.
Yikes.
He was gone the whole series.
Yeah.
I want to see who's guarding DeAndre Ayton, you saying? He's like 23. If Giannis can't put it on DeAndre Ayton in this series, all right, bet. Then I know what's up. Then Giannis, you need to go join LeBron in LA and be their third.
Fraud.
And DeAndre Ayton, you get more respect than, you've earned it now.
Oh, he's definitely.
Well, he's earning it. He's right there. And that's my thing, bro. I don't want to say Giannis abuses him, and that means DeAndre Ayton doesn't deserve respect. I think he's going to put up a good fight. I think he's the best thing left to put up a fight, and he'll show you that. That does not mean that Giannis, at almost 30 years old, 2-time MVP, should not put it on him.
Right.
There was a time when Kobe came into the league and was trying to guard Jordan.
Yeah.
It didn't mean Kobe was shit. So I'm not saying that about DeAndre Ayton. I think he's right there. But it's too early. That's a 23, 24-year-old kid. You better fucking yam your nuts on his forehead.
Yo,
stop playing.
That's not gonna happen.
Stop taking these 3-pointers and shit. Enough. It can happen and it should. Giannis transition coast to coast is like a fucking gazelle. Like, you can't stop him, yo. He's so big and long and athletic. He should be dominating them. He should be averaging 16 rebounds a game in every series. Enough is enough already. Go get you this title. Let me tell you something. The way this cunty-ass fucking world is in the media nowadays, you're going to win this title, and they still going to tell you ain't shit because LeBron was out, KD was out. Even though you eliminated KD, fucking Kawhi was out, they still gonna tell you ain't shit. But you better at least get it, because if you don't get it, they gonna tell you ain't shit, and you ain't gonna be shit. It's gonna be true. It's time to step up. Don't be like no Brooklyn Nets.
Fraud.
You get eliminated by the Hawks, yo, I won't even speak your ugly name again on this podcast. I swear to God.
Damn.
This time, you better put it on them. Don't let no fucking Clint Capella with his blonde streak looking like one of the NSYNC boys over here standing at a hefty 6'8" do anything to you. You better dominate them. If the Bucks go past fucking 5 with the Hawks, I swear to God, I will abuse this motherfucker.
Go for it.
5. And then you take out the Suns in 6. Let's go.
Wow.
Till then, same shit.
Different day, kid.
You already know, brother.
Holla at me, man.
Episode 24 in the books.
Ready.
See you on the next one, kid. Love.
Love you, kid.
Later.
Peace.